Weissbach now. 206-421-5757 or 1-888-312-5757. Weissbach is back. AM 570 KVI.
You know, Michael Norbury is our next guest. He says he's a vegetarian. He's a former hemp clothing store owner in the San Francisco Bay Area. He's a native from there. He's now living in North Carolina. And despite all that, he says he has some solutions, especially when it comes to bringing home the politicians. And we're going to find out now from Michael exactly what that means. He has a petition going, Bring Home the Politicians. Michael Norbury, thank you so much for making this time available. What's this all about, Bring Home the Politicians?
Well, the name pretty much says it itself. Basically, what we're doing is we are going to take all the U.S. senators and representatives, and we're going to relocate them to our state capitals.
No.
The what?
You want them back in the state?
Well, you got to keep in mind that right now there's about 100 of them, and if they're back here, there's only 2 in the Senate, and depending on the population makeup, at most, you get 22. Now that's...
But what are all the restaurants in D.C. going to do when these guys aren't showing up with the lobbyists for dinner?
Well, you know what? If we did this, I wouldn't mind giving them a bailout.
So why do you think it's important that they come back? You're saying they should spend 75% of their time in their own state.
Yeah, well, basically, it's a lot harder to pass really awful legislation if you have to look me in the eye at the gas station or the restaurant or, grocery store. Now, I know they don't normally get out there, but...
Yeah. No, I like the idea, but let me ask you this. So how would they go about having their debates? How would they read the legislation that they're voting on?
How are we communicating right now? I'm in North Carolina, and we're debating this issue. Basically, especially with some of the web conference technology, it's like you're practically in the same room. We have all these means. I mean, for my job, for a lot of people's jobs, and the military does it. We, cross-country communicate. We get a lot of things accomplished without ever actually seeing each other or rarely seeing each other. Why can't they do the same?
So, Michael, what brought this on? Why did you think to yourself, we should get a petition going trying to demand that these people spend time in their own state?
Well, I heard this idea, just in passing a couple of years ago. I kind of got to that point where, oh my God, things are really, really getting bad. At the very least, I don't want to go down without, taking a swing.
Uh-huh.
And as I started doing a little more research into it, I found out that under the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 4, the Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meeting shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. They only have to meet once a year. This is completely doable. There's no, amendments or constitutional conventions. We can do this theoretically starting tomorrow.
Now, why do you think that this is actually, if this measure were to pass?
Okay.
Why do you feel it would be an anti-lobbying measure at the same time?
Well, okay. Let's say I need to buy for cap and trade. There are 10 votes I need to buy.
Right.
Now they're mostly from carbon producing areas, or however they define those places. Actually, this U.S. senator here is one of the Senator Kay Hagan is one of the ones they're going after. We'll see if she kneels or not. But if I have to spend, I was going to originally give these guys $50,000 each. But if I have to, then take a cut to fly from one state to the next in a very short period of time. These are $1,000 plane tickets. I got to get my nice hotels. I got to then take these guys out individually. That's 10 different locations. That really takes away. At most, I'm going to be able to give each guy, $20,000 after all is said and done.
So how long have you been at this?
You know what? I just started in June.
And so